Dobar dan I dobrodošli. Sit down and relax as we are about to read some webtoons and manga. I recommend purchasing the official scans or translations and reading along with those open as well, for a better reading experience and to support the creators behind the works that I react to in my streams. Links are in the description. You can find me on YouTube, Twitch and Patreon, so subscribe to or follow SomeEuropeanChick if you want to read along and suggest what to read next. Now without further ado, let's read.
To Strip the Flesh. Now this is a manga that I was curious about because honestly the title, To Strip the Flesh, is kind of gory and I like that. Hi, welcome. And also because it's by the artist that was responsible for the artwork in Fujimoto's latest one-shot, and because a viewer sent me the physical copy of this work. David Pena, thank you again for providing me with the physical copy. Honestly, I'm gonna get up and get it and show it to you right now because I'm so happy whenever I get a present from people. So I'm just gonna show it off. Sorry, I should have thought of bringing it before starting the stream, but it is what it is. Here it is. Again, thank you for giving me this, David. No, I saw volume 1 somewhere. Look. Maybe I thought I saw that it said volume 1 somewhere, but it didn't. I'm Japanese. I have a Japanese viewer here. Hello. Welcome. I wonder why you're here. How did you find me? I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy. You have 2. LOL. I have 2 what? 2 what? Starch ball. Okay, anyway, let's get into the comic. I'm really curious about it. Especially because it's LGBTQ themed. I like that. 2 Japanese viewers. Okay, it came from the ChainsawMan. Oh, okay, thank you for the explanation. 2 Japanese viewers. Okay, hello. I had no idea, Starchball, that you were Japanese. Hold on, are you the... how are you called in Discord? I forgot. But are you in Discord, in the Discord server? If you are, then I think I know who you are. Okay, To Strip the Flesh by Toda Otto. I'm curious. To Strip the Flesh. Just to Strip the Flesh continued. I just love my fave. David in Love. Hot Watermelon. 2-page manga collection. Anecdotes. Totora and Motigi. A special conversation. Bonus manga. Notes. Yeah, I'm Zesty Starchball, the iFighters fanboy. Then I think I know who you are. And I am her fangirl, too. We're bonding over beefy girls. Are we live? Yeah, let's get straight to the point. What the hell? Okay. Great tits as usual. Give me a piece of that. Butcher me, too. The comments are very realistic, to be honest. I must say, as a girl, hold on. The sun is shining into the room. Much better. Okay. Great tits as usual. Give me a great, yeah. Hey, Takato, I said don't read the comments. I'm gonna cut you all to pieces. I love her. Chiaki Ogawa is a man. Oh. Hold on, wait. There we go. What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing with her? How long have you been into hunting game? Is Takato your boyfriend? Why don't you ever go hunting, Chiaki? Chiaki. Oh, fuck. Ugh! Are you gonna be a wuss about in Nords forever, Takato? I am gonna be that. I'm gonna butcher this now. Make sure you get it. Is that allowed? Honestly, the other day, I think it was Sunday evening, I got a random video recommended to me. Hold on, I need to go Big Elda mode for these types of things. I've been told it's better. I've been getting weird recommended videos in my YouTube home page thing. And one was so random. It was a Japanese man gutting fish that was infested with parasites. I was so fucking disgusted because I told Gabriel about my disgust with parasites this weekend at the Ani Night. Lo and behold, the next evening, YouTube recommends me a Japanese fisherman gutting a parasite-infested fish. A deep-sea fish. So it was super long and gross looking. And I had to click on it because I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was really squeamish. I had to look away. I had to play Sudoku while listening to him. I mean, I don't understand a lot of Japanese. A little bit I do understand. And the Kiseju I did understand, and he said, "Wah!" the entire time. The funny thing is he ate them. Like, he grilled the fish with the parasites in them and then ate it. He made sure to tell the viewers that we can eat parasites when we cook them, so they're rendered harmless because they're dead. But I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. But anyway, I was really fucking disgusted with seeing these innards being taken out, the fish skinned, and the parasites in there. It was so disgusting. And I'm disgusted by this too. And okay, going back to Big Elda mode, my family comes from a Bosnian village. And every year for Christmas, they do this with pigs too. So each family, maybe not every family, but some families, they make sure that they have one pig that they can slaughter and then share the meat of. So I've seen a pig getting killed and then gutted and then grilled a lot of times, and they don't even kill it kindly. They let it bleed out and scream. So I've seen it a lot, and I'm still squeamish about it. I don't like seeing that type of thing. I also try to not eat meat a lot. Like, I have my meat consumption at a bare minimum. And when I say bare minimum, I mean like still once a week or twice. But when I say twice a week, I mean I take chicken breast and then eat one breast one day and one breast the other day. So twice a week I eat a piece of meat. But yeah, I'm really not into doing all that stuff. And even in Game of Thrones, when what was that? Tywin Lannister, I think, when he was doing this to, what was it? It was wild game. I have no idea what type of animal it was again. Was it a pig too? Anyway, that looked a deer. Yes, yes, yes. Did I say Tybur Lannister instead of Tywin Lannister? Tywin Lannister. I meant him. But yeah, when he not just skinned a deer, when he took out all of its innards, yeah. That was also disgusting to me. But yeah. I didn't. So my question was, the reason why I went on this long ass tangent is, how can she stream that? Like, is that allowed? I said, and then I remembered the fish gutting and the channel on YouTube. This Japanese fisherman dedicating his channel to gutting fish. It's allowed. It's allowed and it's monetized. So I'm guessing she can stream herself butchering animals and preparing their meat. It's not violence against animals, I guess. It's not animal abuse if it's a profession to provide people with meat. And streaming that, it's okay. Okay. Yeah, skinning the thing. Fuck. Dangle. Oh, getting the spine out. Bam. Hey, do you have a boyfriend? Nice angle, Takato. Yeah, the boobs are huge, to be honest. This is a super chat. Yeah, this is being streamed to YouTube. And there's like 1,300 people almost watching. And she's only 30 seconds in. Yeah, she's a famous one. Like, I get super excited when I see 10 viewers. And I get overwhelmed when I see 100 viewers on my ChainsawMan live streams. But she's getting like 1,000 of them. I seriously want to date you. The comments are very realistic. Like, they're just commenting on her appearance and wanting to be with her because of the big boobs. Yeah. Oh, Dad. Did the other one sell? Yeah. He's huge. For how much? I want to see what they're saying about the dad. I want to zoom in. Come on. I want to see what they're saying about the dad. The fishing stream was fun. Leave her old man out of it. What cups? Film Chiaki, Takato. Your daughter, please, sir. Oh, disgusting. Your daughter, please, sir. Yeah. What is that? That is to strip the flesh. Read the title, please. I watch a lot of cooking videos on YouTube, so like 50 chickens being broken up, so preparing animals for eating is definitely allowed. Yeah, that is allowed, preparing the already slaughtered animals. But like slaughtering the animals that were still alive, and you're now butchering them and skinning them on stream. I did not know that was allowed. Like having the finished product, the skinned and gutted product on your table and then using that to cook without filming the process of how that finished product got on your board there, on your cutting board. I did not know that was allowed. Yeah, with seafood, it's iffy. I saw fish and lobsters being killed and then prepared too. It's allowed, I guess. Yeah. Film meat, Takato. Flinch. I'm gonna get the fire going. Okay. The cutting is nice. Sigh. Alright. Munch, munch. I want some too. You must be a virgin, right? Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting comments. This is a super chat. Fuck off, dude. I'm hungry. I wonder what that comment meant. Like, we got thrown into this, and then Chiaki Ogawa is a man. Let's get straight to the point. Chiaki Ogawa is a man. But, like, that came out of nowhere. That has nothing to do with what's going on here. Chiaki, you're 26 this year. Same! How long are you planning to be a YouTuber or whatever? I mean, it's pretty good money. You know, they tip, right? And when I wear tight clothes, the tips are chiaki. I feel bad about saying this since I was the one who raised you to be tough as any man, but you need to start thinking about marriage. Shut the fuck up. I don't like this. She can do whatever He can do whatever he wants. Sorry. Well, what are you talking about, Dad? You never mentioned anything like that before. I mean, listen. I hate pain. I always try to make it hurt as little as possible for the animals. I've done a lot of killing, so I have no intention of prolonging my life. I've come to terms with that. With death. I have colon cancer. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's a bad one. That's a bad one. That's a quick death. That's a quick death. Basically. Oh man. Oh man. I feel so manly. I found a hair on my chin today. Look at the... I feel bad for Chiaki for doing this YouTube thing and pretending to be a woman. You know, even putting the effort of wearing tight clothes to pronounce the womanly features even more and get these male viewers to tip him more just so he can earn more. He's pretending to be a girl that's confident in her body. I feel bad for him. I found a hair on my chin today. Where? Here. Oh, did it fall out? Oh, there it is, I see it. It took a year of hormones to finally get one hair. Just one hair. Just one hair here. I mean, even cis women have sporadically hair around here, or whatever. We're on here. And this poor Chiaki has been on testosterone for a year and only got one hair. Can I get a shout out? I have... Oh no. Uriah Robert. You got a shout out. It took a year of hormones to finally get one hair. But hey, your period stopped, right? Yeah, that's the whole point of taking hormones. I'm really glad. Periods were always so depressing. I agree. But I guess I was hoping to get a little closer to my ideal. My voice was low to begin with, so the fact that it didn't change much is just kinda... But still. My grandma has a mustache. As a kid, I once called her a Batige lady. That's so mean. That is so mean. But yeah, women can have facial hair too. So... I feel bad for Chiaki, who is really struggling to have one hair on his chin. No, she laughed. Don't worry. Okay. I guess I was hoping to get a little closer to my ideal. My voice was low to begin with, so the fact that it didn't change much is just kind of... Hormone replacement therapy really is different for everyone. Yeah. But I'm sure if you continue treatment, you'll get more masculine. Yeah, I mean, I guess the silver lining is my dad hasn't found out. So, this is a mental clinic. Akata Mental Clinic. So do you need to, in Japan, now, if the Japanese viewers are still here, in Japan to get, yeah, I guess Could it be the same here in Austria too? You need like a confirmation from like a mental clinic that your life will be improved by a lot if you receive gender affirming care. I think that's the case here in Austria too. Like you need to have this confirmation by doctors and these prescription hormones that you can take under their guidance and their surveillance. So you can do it, correctly, and you go for regular checkups. I didn't know it was at a mental clinic. Like, I thought maybe endocrinologists would be kind of involved. Like, when I see mental clinic, of course, there's neurologists, psychiatrists, therapists, psychologists. So yeah, you need that type of guidance too. I get that. But I thought maybe also, have other types of professionals. But then again, maybe Chiaki isn't yet that far into the transition to maybe consider other types of procedures, for example, breast reduction surgery or other type of masculinization. As far as I know, you need counseling and diagnosis by an expert to start transitional hormone replacement therapy. Yes, I thought so too. Yeah, I mean, I guess the silver lining is my dad hasn't found out. I'm just happy to see that the doctor is happy with Chiaki too. Look how encouraging he is with Chiaki. That's really nice to see. How's YouTube going? Aw, he's such a nice old man. No more hesitation about posting? I mean, I've been doing it for 3 years already. I figure if I can make money with this body, that I can live with it. People with, is that gender identity dysphoria? Don't expose their bodies online just for money. Not usually, anyway. Is money really the only reason? No, I don't really have a good reason. Dad doesn't like it either, so I could quit, but I've been seeing you for a long time, so I know your father is central for you, but your life is your own, you know? Hey, Chiaki-san. What are your thoughts about what is SRS? What is SRS? Is it sex replacement surgery or something? I'm pretty sure you need diagnosis, however. I don't know who does that or where you go to get that done. Unfortunately, I'm not an expert on these things, yeah. Is that sex replacement surgery? Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you. You have the gender identity dysphoria diagnosis. You fulfill all the criteria. If you want to go to Thailand for the operation, I'll draw up the paperwork in English. What? Can't you get it in Japan? Why go to Thailand? Why go to Thailand for the operation? Why not get the surgery in Japan? What? Can't you do it in Japan? Also, is it illegal in Japan? What? You know, there's quite a few things that I have been surprised about Austria recently. But I think in Austria you can get the surgery and then your documents changed, right? That it says that you're male and then your legal name change. Ah, it's sexual reassignment surgery. Okay, thank you. Yeah. And after a quick look, it seems to be legal in Japan. Then why go to Thailand? Yeah, it should be legal everywhere. As far as I know, it should be legal. I mean, you have the diagnosis. it should be legal. And I think to get the right documents, you know, and the name change, the legal name change, that should be able to be done in Japan too. And because I mentioned Austria, like I'm not sure how that is working in Austria. I am hoping all of this is legal and going smoothly without any troubles in Austria. But recently, because I have to go on hormone replacement therapy too, right? Because of a medical diagnosis. And when I had to read through an 8-page document that tells me about the effects of the pill, it's the anti-baby pill, that's what it's called here. It's basically a contraceptive, right? It's used as a contraceptive. First of all, I was surprised that contraceptives like the anti-baby pill and Plan B and whatever, like all these contraceptive pills, that they are not covered by your insurance. So you as a woman have to pay for these pills for your contraceptives. Even I, who has this medical diagnosis, I have to pay out of my own pockets to get these pills because it's not covered by my insurance, even though I have to do it because of health issues, okay? Like severe health issues, I have to do that. And I still have to pay out of pocket. So I was surprised and disappointed because of that. First of all, I think that you should be able to get these types of contraceptive pills regardless of your gender or whatever. You should get those for, like, without having to pay for it. But also women's hygiene products, in my opinion, they should be free. Like, it's something that we cannot change about the human body. So it should be a right, a human right, for women to be able to get this care, the hygiene products that they need every month. Like, if there wasn't a stigma, a social stigma of walking around bloody, then okay, but it is stigmatized, and we are forcing women to take care of their bodies like that, women or whoever bleeds out of their uterus. So please make it free. But, you know, I'm used to that not being the case in Austria, but I was really surprised that you have to pay out of pocket, even for, not just for, you know, contraceptive purposes, but even for, like, medical reasons, you have to pay out of pocket. I was really surprised, very disappointed in Austria. And the other disappointment and shock, to be quite honest with you, because I don't know what led me to believe that this was the case, but actually it's not. But when I read that 8-page document about the pill as a contraceptive, it said the chances of avoiding pregnancy with the anti-baby pill is at 99.97%. Which means that if you do get pregnant despite using the anti-baby pill, that is still not enough of a legal reason to get an abortion. I was shocked when I read that. I was like, you need a reason for abortion? Like, what is a good enough reason for abortion to you people? I was so shocked when I read that. Abortion, that should be a human right in every country. And Austria doesn't have that. Like, I was proud because we have, you know, same-sex marriage, we have same-sex, you know, adoption. But we don't have abortion rights? Like, the only circumstances that you can get an abortion for is medical complications and rape. But the thing with rape is you need to file a report. And you know what the report rate for rape is? It's not even like 10%. So you think people who are scared of, let's say they got raped by their father and want to abort, and then they need to, you know, go to the police with that, like, it's super fucking difficult, first of all, to report a rape in general, and then to report that in order for you to just get an abortion. You just want to get an abortion and get that over with. And then you are forced to give a good enough reason. Like, what the fuck? I am so disappointed in Austria. So disappointed. That's something that needs to change legally. How is that sensitive? Well, for a lot of people, it's a sensitive topic, you know, abortion. It's also very controversial, but we're talking about that, and I'm giving you my opinion. I think abortions are a human right. Like, of course, we have a lot of ways to avoid pregnancy. Just use contraception. As I said, even if you take the anti-baby pill, even if you take contraception, it's never 100% guaranteed that you're not gonna get pregnant. And if it happens, then what the fuck do you do? Because it's not a good enough reason to abort. Even if you had not planned to get pregnant, even if you did all the precautions that you can do, and you still get pregnant, well, tough luck. Tough luck. And I'm not saying just in those cases that abortions should be allowed. I think in all cases it should be allowed. If you are not ready to carry a baby in your stomach, then you fucking shouldn't have to. It's your body. It's, you know, people say, yeah, but it's a human life, so fucking what? I am a human too. And I am alive, and I'm already intelligent and an autonomous person that can articulate thoughts. Even if I wasn't like that, even if I wasn't mentally capable of articulating thoughts, like, I'm still a person that's already here, and I shouldn't have to sacrifice my own body to sustain another potential human being's body. Just like you can't be forced to donate an organ while you're still alive and kicking. Like, if I have great blood or bone marrow, I cannot be legally forced to donate that to save a cancer patient. Because I have my rights, and other people's rights only go as far as they're not impeding on my rights. So, if we're going with that logic, abortion should be legal and a human right. And I urge Austria to fucking change their abortion laws. I was not aware that we didn't have legal abortion like that. It's insane. If abortion is not possible, I feel sorry for the unborn child. Yeah, because the child, if it's not wanted, it's gonna go through bad shit too. Like, but I feel like the main focus of my concern is the people carrying the children, right? It's the women and people with a uterus. I'm concerned about them. I'm not concerned about an unborn child. Or like a hypothetical future of this unborn child. I'm not concerned about that. I'm just talking about the rights of an already established human being. So, yeah, that was a long-ass tangent. I'm just saying that when it comes to these types of issues, human issues like gender identity, sex reassignment, abortion. I'm surprised that I don't seem to know enough about my own country. Like, I'm so quick to point out, oh, Japan is so fucked up to not have this right for women or this law for men. But then I'm surprised about my own country in a negative way. And I'm like, well, let's start here first. Like, yeah, I can't criticize other countries. I'm gonna criticize every country. My home country is not an exception. It's just that I wasn't aware. I guess I was just so fucking sure that in Austria it is legal, it is normal, it is a human right. I was so sure of it. I don't know why I was so sure of it, but I was sure of it. So I was really shocked and really disappointed when I found out that that's not the case. You can't imagine how frustrated I am with that. So yeah. When talking about abortion, all logic flies out the window usually. Yep. And you're right, even if you use 2 condoms, you're bound to get pregnant. I mean, you're not bound to get pregnant, but you could get pregnant. And sadly, it doesn't get any media coverage, but in many places where abortion is banned, women died. Exactly. Because it doesn't matter whether you legally allow abortions, they're still gonna happen. Look, in Austria, sex work is allowed. It's a protected type of work. And you know why? Because the country recognizes even if you outlaw sex work, it's still gonna happen. So at least we're gonna regulate it and make sure it's like being practiced safely. And we're gonna collect taxes. So why not abortions when we know they're gonna happen, even if you outlaw them? We know they're gonna happen. And it's just gonna cost more lives. It's just gonna be a lot worse for everyone else. I mean, for us Europeans, okay? I'm talking about Western Europeans and Central Europeans like Austria, where you don't have these abortion rights in your country. You can always go to Eastern Europe and get an abortion because in like historically in socialist countries, in ex-socialist ex-USSR countries or ex-Yugoslavia, in ex-socialist, ex-communist countries, they still have abortion rights. At least, okay, I don't think Romania could be an exception because they had this weird, population crisis, so we're gonna enforce pregnancy to keep our population up. And I'm not sure about Hungary anymore or Poland because those countries are going batshit crazy. But usually, at least at the time of socialism, abortion rights were fucking normal. In all, like even in Yugoslavia, in the USSR, it was legal. Even in Eastern Germany, abortion was legal. Like when there was this unification of Western Germany and Eastern Germany, that was a difficult thing to make like one law for the entire country. Like which law do we go by? The Western German law where abortion is not okay, or the Eastern where abortion is okay? And it was an exhausting process, dehumanizing process. I wrote a paper on that. It was homework a year ago or so. It was insane, actually. And I'm just surprised that we're in Austria. We're in this Western Germany state. This is a long-ass tangent. And just because this doctor mentioned Thailand, and I thought, why is that surgery not allowed in Japan? And then I'm like, yeah, but Austria is not allowing the most basic, necessary human things. So yeah, socialist countries, they're usually far ahead when it comes to these human rights issues. But yeah. Japan is pretty similar in its laws. It's allowed up to 22 weeks for only the endangerment to the health of the mother, financial struggles, or rape. No, I think it's allowed in any cases, but after these 22 weeks, it's under certain conditions. But until then, it's normal. Like, as far as I know, in Japan, like I've read that people in, let's say, Hawaii or America in general, when abortion was outlawed still, the rich people, they just went to Japan and had an abortion there. And for my Japanese bachelor thesis, like on Japanese societal issues, I read that in Japan, abortion comes before contraception, basically. Like women are more like they're even discouraged from giving birth and then giving the child up for adoption because it's still gonna appear in the family registry system, the koseki. So to avoid that, they're just gonna abort. So they're even encouraged by doctors. And, the pill, because that was also a difficult process in Japan historically. Like, it took years for the anti-baby pill to be marketed in Japan and to be sold in pharmacies in Japan. I think it was only allowed in 1997 or so. Because these male lawmakers, they were scared that this anti-baby pill will make women more promiscuous. And even condoms were like frowned upon, but still, when it comes to contraception, condoms are the go-to thing in Japan, right? And when that goes wrong somehow, abortion. And that's okay under all circumstances within a specific time frame, and after that specific time frame, only under specific conditions. As I said, rape and medical complications, which I thought was also the case here in Austria, but it's not. But in contrast, Viagra was allowed and legalized and sold in pharmacies after only like half a year of discussions, and then importing that thing to Japan and then producing it and selling it in pharmacies. Only half a year, where it took like 30 years for the anti-baby pill to finally come to Japan. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Maybe I read some outdated or incorrect information. I had no idea that this is what your bachelor's thesis is on. That's very interesting. I wrote 2 bachelor theses. One was on suicide in Japan, and the other one was about intimacy, the current state of intimacy in Japan. But yeah, anyway, that was on medical information. And some pills are sold in Japan too. Yes, they are. Yes. They're just not as popular. Like, people don't necessarily encourage women to take them. At least that's what sociologist Yoshio Sugimoto, I think, said. I think it was him. I'm not sure. Not sure anymore. Don't hold me. Oh no, I think I read the suicide thesis. Yeah, probably. Anyway, that was it. Also, I think we've read like 12 pages of manga. It's been nearly an hour. I love it here. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's always like this on this channel. I just talk. I barely read. Let's go back. Let's go back to the comic. was just wondering why she has to go to Thailand. And I've been talking for 40 minutes just because I saw the word Thailand. Oh no. My thoughts haven't changed. I'd do it right now if I could. But I just can't while Dad is alive. But when I think about it, how he'll be gone soon, Huh? Yesterday he told me he has colon cancer and has only a year left to live. But he says he won't do chemo, only palliative care. And he's the type who won't change his mind. My dad is everything to me. Aw, I don't want him to be sad. I don't want him to die. So I'm going to do a fake marriage. So instead of telling your dad who you really are, like giving your dad the last opportunity to get to know you as who you really are, you gonna fake it until he dies? He's gonna die not knowing his own child. Isn't that more tragic? I would be really sad if I knew that my child was hiding an important part of their identity because they felt that they needed to in my presence. I feel like I would have to mess up really badly as a parent for my child to feel stressed in that way and force themselves for my sake. I hope that if I ever have a child and they're trans, that they're never gonna hide that. I would want to support my child. And I would be super happy that they trusted me to be comfortable enough and tell me who they really are. And ask for help, because parents should help and encourage their children, right? As a parent, your priority is your child's safety, health, and happiness. So, I don't know if anything were to endanger any of those three things of my child's. Yeah, I don't know, I would fight to my own death to avoid my child having problems with safety, health, or happiness. I would want my child to just be happy. That's the only thing I could wish for. That if my child turned out to be a happy adult, that's the biggest win as a parent that you could achieve, and you could be really proud of yourself if you have achieved that as a parent. There's nothing better as a parent than seeing that you did such a great job and they're happy. And that your child is happy. So, I don't know. I would never want my child to be scared of me to the point of hiding themselves from me. Never. I'd be so mad with myself. I would hate myself. I wouldn't be worried about that. You're such a caring and supportive person that every potential child would be proud to be yours and share everything with you. Stop, you're gonna make me fucking cry. Stop. But thank you. Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so. Like, that's the only thing. If I ever were to be a parent, that would be my priority. Like, it doesn't matter what my child wants. If it's something that's good for them and not bad for other people, I would support that. Like, that's not even a question. That's his mom, right? That's his mom. His dad is super huge. And that's my pedagogic education talking. I met so many oblivious parents in my career and you have nothing in common with them. Well, thank God. Nagiko, please look after Chiaki and me again today. Dad! Come on, let's go hunting! Chiaki, Why don't you play at Kana-chan's house for a change? Chiaki is a pretty gender-neutral name, right? It can be a male and a female name, so that's a good name choice that the parents picked without knowing. When I threw a fit, he reluctantly took me to the cabin in his truck. Wah! Stay put, got it. He is such a cool father. But I want to see you shoot the gun. Let me come with you. I promise I'll behave. You know how a wolf ripped into my belly with its fangs. Damn. What'll you do if you get injured? Injuries really hurt. The forest is full of all sorts of other dangers too. If you ended up with a scar as a little girl, but battle scars are a man's pride, and I'm not a girl. Aww. My penis is gonna grow in any day now. Just wait. Aw. The dad could have put two and two together at that moment, but don't talk nonsense, just to get your way. Chiaki, if you leave the cabin, you're in big trouble. Yeah, I made it in time. Yeah, we're only 19 pages in, but 1 hour into the stream. You made it in time. Hi, David. David is the one that gifted me the physical copy of To Strip the Flesh that I mentioned earlier. Thanks again, David. You leave the cabin, you're in big trouble. Bang. I could hear gunshots from the forest while I was doing my homework. After a little while, Dad came back. He butchered what he wasn't planning to sell right in front of me. All right. Oh, the back. The dad's back is fine. Aww, look at the baby. So cute. Wow, you're so cool, Dad. When I grow up, I want to be a cool guy like you and go hunting. Aww, that's so cute. You can't be a man. Oh. Dad, why are you so oblivious? Stop. Why are you saying that? Ah, poor Chiaki. Yeah. Guys are so lucky. How come I'm not a man? Aww, Chiaki. Body of a woman, mind of a man. Talking with friends is fun, but when it comes to romance, Mr. A, who has GID. Test. The test work. I found out about GID when I was in 6th grade. See, this is why sex education is necessary. Everywhere. I punched 2 boys today. One was trying to make the other do his share of cleaning. Aren't you guys men? There's nothing cool about you at all. Freeze. Dad, take me hunting. I'm not scared of the animals. It's fine if one attacks me. Women can't hunt. Ugh. Dad, what the fuck are you saying? What are you saying? Did you know that women actually do go hunting? And I'm a man anyhow. Chiaki, do you remember your mother's last words? Grow up and be a beautiful bride. Parents say stuff that they mean well, but that can cause so much stress to their child. Like, how can you do that? That's like, I don't know, me saying on my deathbed to my child, grow up to be a successful and rich lawyer. That would make me the happiest, and then die. What if my child is an artist and not a lawyer? Like, that would be irresponsible of me to say. You know, become a lawyer to make me happy and then die. I'm going to bed tomorrow because I have a medical checkup. Good night. Good night and good luck for your medical checkup. Thank you for joining. Come next time again if you want to. Grow up and be a beautiful bride. Yeah, that's something that's said thoughtlessly and can cause a lot of stress. It's not good. That was the last thing she asked of me, her final wish. Yeah, but... like, even if Chiaki was a woman, what if Chiaki didn't want to marry? So... that's so dumb. Even though I'm a man, am I gonna die as a woman? Without anyone ever thinking of me as a guy? Well, hopefully not. The boar had enough power to snap the wire. Probably weighs about 20 kun. And that's a big one. Its ankle is bleeding something awful. It must be heading back to its den. If it encounters a human, it'll charge with zero hesitation. I'll head back for today. Crunch, crunch. Thud, thud, thud. Ah, there it is. Slip. Or thup. And it's charging at him. Yeah, that bullet is not gonna help. Bam. Yeah. That's not gonna help. And Chiaki frozen in fear. Oh, Chiaki-chan, you're awake. It just grazed your arm, so there's no nerve damage. It's fortunate that it didn't strike you anywhere. Why were you in the forest? You were almost killed by your own father. I almost killed my daughter. Badum, flinch. I'm sorry. I put you through this pain. I put a wound on a little girl's body. So what? Little girls, little boys, they all have wounds on their bodies. Scars are fucking normal. Doesn't matter. It's just scars. It just means that you did things that gave you a scar. Like, it's nothing bad. That's something that I will never understand about Japanese culture. Why are scars seen as something shameful or ugly that you need to avoid? Like, especially see how concerned the dad is with putting a scar on a little girl's body? As if he's dirtied her or something? And that is insane to me. Like, it's just a scar. Like, it's not gonna change their personality or make them, I don't know, contagious with a disease or something. Like, it's just a fucking scar. When you see someone with a scar, you can just ask them how they got it, and that's it. Like, typically when I see people with scars, I don't even ask what happened. Like, at one point they tell me something about their childhood, and then it ends with, and that's how I got that scar, by the way. So you know then. But, like, everyone has scars somewhere on their body, so who the fuck cares? I'm sorry, Chiaki. Nagiko. Oh. From that day on, I quit saying I was a boy. I quit crying. Isn't that the guy that's filming Chiaki? Ah. They're friends. That's so nice. He's like, I love you, please go out with me. And Chiaki's like, I'm a boy. He's like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, what? Gender and sexuality. But it's so cute that the friend is informing himself about this type of stuff and sticking with Chiaki. Look, they're such good friends. For a few years, I wasn't allowed to go to the cabin either. It's just while Dad's alive. Around that time, Dad started complaining about his shoulders. He says he's interested in hunting. I won't leave the cabin, so can we show him? So he started taking me to the cabin again. That's such a good friend. Such an ally. I like this friend. I forgot the friend's name. Oh, such a good boy. Grow up. Huh? Hey, I wasn't any good at it, but I had memorized the whole butchering process. Cut, cut. All right. From that day on, butchering became my job. Badass. Oh. Okay. Naked? Okay. Okay. Why? What? Is that a dream? What the? Yeah, okay, there is no... I... There is no gore. There is gore, actually. Oh no. Phew. Alright. Uh... Thanks, Dad. Now I can go up the mountain with you. I feel so bad for Chiaki. I have recurring dreams. This is one of them. The other is going hunting with Dad. Neither will come true. Slump, creak, flap, knock knock. Chiaki. I'm going to the farm and then straight to the market. I won't be back till later. Okay. Oh, fantasizing about cutting your breasts? That's not good. You better go to Thailand! Because that's not healthy behavior. If you're fantasizing about self-mutilation, you gotta do it the safe way. There isn't a day I don't remember. I never want to see him look like that again. Takato. Takato was a friend. Takato, come over. And when I say self-mutilation, I don't mean, oh, cutting off your breast, like getting rid of your breasts and changing your sex. That's self-mutilation. That's not what I mean. Like, even if you have, let's say, a mole that you want to get rid of, you wouldn't fucking cut it out by yourself, right? You would go to a dermatologist, make an appointment for a surgery, and get that taken care of professionally. That's what I mean with self-mutilation. Because that can go wrong. Like, especially if you have a melanoma, and you cut that shit, and the cancer cells get into your bloodstream and spread into your other parts of your body, you can fucking die, okay? And that's what I mean with self-mutilation. Like, doing something not in a professional way, not in a safe way. Health issues like that, surgeries and so on, should be done by professionals, okay? I once cut a wart off with scissors in middle school. You're insane. You're insane. There isn't a day I don't remember. I never want to see him look like that again. Takato, come over. Just skip your shift. Oh, they're still friends, even at the age of 26. So they've been friends for like 12 years at least. That's so cute. I love friendship. Bam. We've been hiding it from you. Takato is forced. He's forced to pretend to marry Chiaki. Oh. Oh no. Is the dad gonna believe it? I'm surprised that Takato is just going along with everything. Takato has no balls. He has no backbone. He's just doing whatever Chiaki wants. I feel bad for Takato. We've been hiding it from you, but we've actually been dating since high school. After what you told me recently, I decided to propose. I listened to your wish, so please listen to mine. Get chemo. Takato should give his balls to Chiaki. Stop! No! Stop! Oh no! But please. Allow me to marry Chiaki. No. Don't lie to me, Chiaki. Superficial contentment doesn't mean a thing. Marry someone you're actually in love with. So why are you talking about superficiality when you refuse to recognize what your child really is? Your child is always gonna pretend in front of you if you force your own views and expectations onto them. If your child is telling you, hey, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I'm gonna do, then accept it. Like, you can't do one thing, you can't expect your child to get married despite not wanting to get married, but then also say no when they want to get married to a person of their choice. Like, what do you want, old man? What do you want? Do you want Chiaki to be honest? Or do you want Chiaki to pretend? Pick one. Marry someone you're actually in love with. Otherwise, you won't be truly happy. Say it, Chiaki. Say it. Tell him the truth. I know, I get it. I'll look for someone I really like, so please start chemo. I can't find someone just like that. You never listen to me. Flip out, Chiaki. I've always lived how you wanted me to. Couldn't you listen to me for once? That's it, Chiaki. Oh, Takato's so worried. Get married. Okay. No, not like that. Exactly. That's it. That's it. Chiaki, what are you talking about? Say it, Chiaki. I'm saying this for your own good. I want you to be happy. I'm the only one who knows what will make me happy. Yes. Yes, exactly. Shock. Ah, Chiaki. Yeah, old man. Flick. I'm going to Tokyo. I'm gonna get proof of diagnosis, get a chromosome test, and apply for a passport. I probably won't be back for a month. What are you planning? I'm gonna become a man. Good! Huh? What? Just like that? I mean, it'll hurt your dad, right? So what? Chiaki has been hurting his entire life. I mean, it'll hurt your dad, right? Isn't that why you've held back all this time? It's just me and Mom at my house, so I get it. I don't want to do anything that would upset her. Aw, Takato. I feel bad for Takato too. If it's about hunting, you can do that as you are. I've made my decision. What? But you'll get surgery. But will that really make you happy? What are you talking about? That's none of your concern. I mean, it's not like you can be a real man anyhow. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? What's a real man? What is a real man? What's a man? Tell me, Takato. What the fuck is a real man? In my eyes, you're not one either. Yet you probably have balls and a dick. So what the fuck is a real man? You know, this is something... Let me just go big Elda mode again. This is also something that upsets me. You know, when people are... You, viewers, I bet you perceive me as a woman. Yet I never told you that I am. Yet I never told you what's in my pants or what sex I was actually born as. And I'm not gonna tell you. Because what matters is how you perceive me. I am in full control of how you perceive me, the way I want to be perceived. You are perceiving me, you're giving me those signals, and I'm satisfied. that my message is getting across efficiently and I'm getting the response that I'm desiring. That is all that matters. You never checked my birth certificate and my birth gender. You never checked what's in my pants. I did mention that I am doing hormone replacement therapy. Cis women can do that too. So that also shouldn't give you any clue, right? Even though I mentioned that I'm taking hormone replacement, that also shouldn't give you like a clue whether I was born as a real woman or just living as a woman in society. Because that's what a woman is. Someone who lives as a woman, who perceives themselves as a woman and identifies as a woman and identifies with other women. Because women come in all shapes and sizes and colors with all different types of experiences in all different types of cultures. Every woman in every country, in every time period, is going through different things, fulfilling different expectations, roles. So when I say I'm a woman, then I mean that I identify with the role that is given to women in our current society. And I want to live like that. That is all that matters to you. I am basically doing my best to be perceived that way by looking at how other women live, seeing how they are perceived, what type of treatment they have, what type of treatment they get in their daily lives, and what type of legal issues they face, medical issues, and so on and so forth. So, when you see me as a woman, you never confirmed whether I was born a real biological woman. You never checked my chromosomes, bitch. And even if you did, that doesn't mean anything, right? Because advanced biology says it's not actually like the existence of a specific set of chromosomes that determines anything. It's the activation of specific proteins, okay? Specific genes on these chromosomes. So even that wouldn't matter. What matters is whether my gender is that of a woman. And so far, people have treated me as a woman. That means I am a real woman. Regardless of what's on my birth certificate, what my previous name was or is, or what my future name will be, regardless of what's in my pants, regardless of what's in my DNA. You perceive me as a woman. I say I'm a woman. And that is all that matters. So, tell me, Takato, what is a real man? What is a real man? Because I haven't seen your dick so far. How about every time someone gets on the bus, they need to prove what the fuck is in their pants in order to get into a specific part of the bus where only women are allowed to sit or whatever. Like, I'm just making up a stupid scenario, but you get what I'm trying to say, right? You should only listen to what people are telling you that they are. Respect that. Like, there is no harm in respecting someone's gender identity. Now I'm picking up my whiteboard and I need to put the blinds up because the lighting is bad again. There we go. Oh. Why? Okay, now it's normalizing. It's normalizing. So yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. It should only matter what I tell you, what people tell you that they are, Like, even when Chiaki said he's a man, it wasn't at all hard for me, and it shouldn't be hard for you to refer to Chiaki as a man and use he, him pronouns, for example. Because when we were told that Chiaki is a man, all I saw was a man in a costume, basically, wearing a woman's body. But underneath, that's a man. It's a man forced to live with a costume that was forced upon them without their consent at their birth. So yeah. It should be easy to, when people say that they're the opposite gender of what you perceive their body to be, something should make click, and you should be able to see in, like, behind the facade of the body and see that this is actually just a flesh costume that they're forced to wear, like, at the theater play. It's just a costume that unfortunately they can't find the zipper off and get off to finally show their real bodies. Are you like manhwa Korean? Wait, are you like manhwa Korean? Much epic story you can read. I have no idea what you said, but no. It's not like you can be a real man anyhow. Okay, Takato, okay. And what if you end up having to deal with side effects? So what? That's Chiaki's privilege to experience, not your concern to have. What the fuck? It's like when my mom says, if you do this thing that you really want to do, what if you regret it? And I always say, then that's my privilege. It's my privilege to make my own mistakes and then deal with my own mistakes and then learn from my own mistakes. It's a privilege to have free will and be able to have agency over your own actions. It's a privilege, okay? So, these side effects are Chiaki's privilege to deal with, okay? Not your concern. Takato. Manhwa is Korean comic. I know what manhwa are. I just don't know what you said. I don't understand the entire sentence. It sucks because Dad and Takato likely had or have good intentions, but the way their words come across are so harmful. Yeah, agreed. I've heard that some people even commit suicide after SRS. Yeah, and imagine how many commit suicide before SRS. Because they never got to that point. Okay? And they only probably commit suicide because they're rejected by their family, rejected by society, by their workplace, by their friends. If that wasn't the case, I think those people would be pretty fucking happy with their SRS, you know? But if everyone's like you or Chiaki's dad, well, I wonder why they're committing suicide. This is such a non-argument. Like, hey, if you do this thing that we are definitely gonna disapprove of, and make sure you feel that, you might commit suicide, so you better don't do that. That sounds like a fucking threat, if you ask me. So, Takato, I know you mean well, but you sound really fucking threatening right now. Because there's just so much despair following surgery. Well, that's on you and society to fix, not on Chiaki. That's not Chiaki's fault. That despair is following surgery. That's not Chiaki's fault. That's society's fault. Like, I'm just saying, but if you look at your country's statistics, and you look at your your society's suicide statistics, and you notice that, hold on, these are exceptionally high numbers, or there is an upward trend, then you gotta fucking think, what's the issue? You gotta get to the root cause of what is there in society that is at odds with people's desires, and you gotta fucking fix society, okay? Not people. Not the people. You gotta fix society to make people want to commit less suicide. Okay? That's a lesson we can take away from today's stream. Hopefully, we're not even one chapter in. I'm so sorry for the rants, but I think these rants are important. I'm glad we're reading this because I get to tell you my unfiltered opinion on a lot of social issues, on a lot of topics that are currently controversial for some reason, even though there should be no-brainers. Like, just live and let live, right? Absolutely, making sure your words and actions line up with your intentions is absolutely vital. Yes. Dude, those rants were amazing. Well, thank you. I'd pay for them. Well, then fucking do it. Yo! I haven't shown my feet in 2 streams, Akaketsugami. Didn't you say something about that? Didn't you say something about that? I remember seeing you say that for every stream with no feet, you'd pay $50, and I fucking knew you were lying, and I was right. Men. All men do is lie. That's another lesson that we can take away from today's stream. No, not the feet, please. No feet today. It's okay. Even if I show them, I have socks on right now. Surgery won't put an end to your GID. How the fuck would you know? How would you know? What the fuck, Takato? What the fuck? Heh. You looked it up, Takato. Happy or not, everyone dies. How do you want to die, Takato? Huh? I don't want to die having given up. I don't want to drown in a puddle. Good. Good, Chiaki. I don't want to die looking like this. I want to die as a man. What? Huh? You're so cool, Chiaki. Yeah, that's a real man. There you go. There you have it. That is the real man that you were looking for, Takato. You got it. Diagnosis, chromosome test. Why do you need a chromosome test? Passport. Phew. Going to Thailand back in 2 weeks. And understanding gender identity disorder. Leaving that for his dad. Amazing. I am so proud of Chiaki. Finally, you're living your life. You're becoming you, and you're being honest with everyone around you. Finally. I'm so proud of you, Chiaki. And Takato is so worried. Now picking up Chiaki from the airport after he came back from the surgery. But why Thailand? Why Thailand? I'm still confused. Maybe because... Maybe these types of surgeries, perhaps you have to wait a long time to get them. And maybe in Thailand you can just go there and get them like this. It's like some things you can get quicker in other countries, whereas in your home country you have to be on a waiting list for months or maybe even years. So maybe that's why the doctor suggested going to Thailand, because the process is just quicker there. Sigh. Oh, Takato. Kachuk. Sorry I'm late. No prob. Chuck. They're gone! Your boobs! Yep, they're gone. They're really gone! Yep. You're feeling okay? Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's for you. You're really okay with mine? I saw a clothing store nearby. Yeah, I'd rather have yours. Huh? Remember our second year of middle school? Are you okay? I wetted up a ton of toilet paper. Sure rubs weird. Wait, what? Ah. Ah. Period. Yep. Period. Do you want to go home? It's your first time with all that, right? Takato is such a... Look! Takato looks so... Like, look at his clothes. His clothes are so... Oh, you can see that he comes from a poor household. He even mentioned that he's from a single mother household. Those are one of the poorest households in Japan. Like, single mothers are part of the poorest part of the Japanese population, so this is quite sad to see. And something that I also don't understand, but it is like that, unfortunately, is the discrimination against poor people that happens in Japan. So Takato is probably also a type of loser or outsider in his school or class. But he's such a good guy. These two are really good friends. I can't leave like this. Huh? What? But what should we do? I thought maybe I'd be okay if I got rid of my chest. Like I'd miraculously grow a penis or something. I mean, even though I knew it wouldn't happen, part of me was hoping. But I guess even my guts are female. Nothing's wrong. Not with the people who think I'm gross, not with my body being female. The only thing wrong is with my heart. Ugh. Oh god. No, nothing's wrong with you, Chiaki. You know, there is no difference in being born female or acquiring female. That sounds so bad. But you know what I mean, right? Just because one needs to put a little bit more effort into being female doesn't mean that they're less female. And it doesn't mean that it's less admirable. Like, some didn't have to do anything to be female, and some need to go do a few extra steps, but both are the same. So, who the hell cares? The only thing wrong with me is my heart. No, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, that's so normal. People say, like, it's, especially, like, in my own family, I've heard that too, which is quite tragic. But, when they say, being born trans, basically, or being trans, that's like a disorder, right? That's like being born with 3 arms. It's not normal. Yeah, it happens in nature, but it's not normal. Humans usually have 2 arms, right? They think it's an anomaly because it's so rare. And yes, when it comes to, like, numbers, you could say it's an anomaly. The norm is, let's say, 99% or whatever is born with the matching gender and sex, like body and gender, they match. But being part of the 1% doesn't mean it's a defect, right? You wouldn't say blonde hair or green eyes or red hair are defects, are defects that you were born with and that need to be corrected. Or left-handedness. Left-handedness that has been corrected until fairly recently. Like, even my aunt, she's approaching 60, right? But even during her teenage years, like in school, she was forced to write with her right hand because left-handedness was just not allowed. Even though there's nothing wrong with left-handed people, like, there's nothing wrong with being left-handed. But it used to be seen as a defect that needs to be corrected, so people were forced to write with their right hand. Now we don't see it like that anymore. And I hope soon we can see transgender people, and I mean, I thought we were already at that point, but seeing that so many debates are popping up again about that, I'm starting to think, yeah, maybe we need to get there someday. That's why I'm saying someday I hope we can get to that point. That all of us think of transgender people like we think of left-handed people, or people with red hair, or green eyes, or freckles, or whatever, right? Just because it's rare, an anomaly, you could say, it doesn't mean it's a defect. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It just is in a minority numbers-wise. And that is it. So, yeah, that is another argument that I wanted to put out, because I heard it so often, like, there's nothing wrong with us, there's something wrong with you if your gender doesn't match your sex. No, it's not like being born with 5 eyes or 3 legs. It's not the same. Just compare it to being born with red hair. Super fucking rare. Rarer than the rate of transgender people, okay? There's fewer red-headed people than transgender people out there, okay? And we don't see them as a defect. Even though I do, like, what the fuck is red hair? That shit should die out. I'm just kidding, okay? Just because I don't like the look of red hair doesn't mean I discriminate against red hair and think that they're, I don't know, genetic monsters or whatever. I wanted to donate $50, but it's so complicated and I was just teasing you. My dad is left-handed, but was taught to play his guitar with the right. He still does to this day. Excuse you. Yeah. Let's go back to the comic. Sorry, that was another tangent. I just want to finish one chapter and read the rest next time. I'm so sorry. This is taking such a long time. Chiaki's barfing. Takato looks very concerned, and he really needs a new shirt. Cough, cough. There's more. Hugging. Oh, God. Takato, such a. I'm hurt to take the imaginary 50 years back. Yeah, Elda, that was a take for sure. Oh no. Takato is such a good boy. For now, let's go to my house. And Takato is walking around with the bloody hands. Takato is such a good guy, such a good friend. Let's go to my house. I can steal some pads from my sister. Are you really okay like that, Takato? Sorry. I'm sorry too. I didn't know what else to do. Nah, you helped me out. Ah, well, if it helped, that's good. People can think whatever they want about me. I'm glad I could help. Takato. I've never been able to be that generous. Out of all the guys I know, you're the coolest, Takato. My heart. No one's ever said that to me before. Aww. Oh, and the dad is deep into this book. Okay. Oh, God. Why does he look so angry? Oh, my boy. All that stress, all that fear of rejection. Then again, I don't understand parents who would stop loving their children just because they're the other gender. Like, what the fuck? Like, let's say you really want a daughter and then you give birth to a boy, would you fucking throw that baby away or what? Likewise, I can't imagine Like, if, okay, your daughter turns out to be your son, so what? Were you not prepared to have a son? And maybe you shouldn't have been a parent? Like, I don't understand parents who reject their children based on their gender. What? Or based on their sexual orientation. Like, what? What? I do not understand that. Like, I thought you liked the color blue, but you actually like green? Get out of this house right now. Right the fuck now. I can't look at you. Oh my god, what will the neighbors think? I've been telling them you love the color blue. Turns out I was a liar. Why are you doing this to me? You're making me out to be a liar. You're embarrassing me. Get out of this house. I just wanted a child that liked the color blue. This is insane. I'm not prepared to have a child who likes the color green. This is a blue household, okay? We only allow a specific number of family members to like the color blue. And you're not one of them. I thought you liked green? I do not understand such... I really don't understand such parents. Yeah, that's what baby clap my for his son. You know we have been a blue family since before I was born. Blue pride. So yeah, this is something that I will never understand. Like, just because your child likes a person that you didn't expect them to like, or to be a person that you didn't expect them to be, I really don't understand that. Come Chiaki. Come here. Let me see your scar. Ooh. Everything done at once. Okay. No, not that one. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. Even after all this, I couldn't realize. You even said battle scars are a man's pride. I'm so sorry. Don't cry, Dad. I'm sorry. I always wanted to be what you and Mom wanted me to be. Really, I did, but I couldn't do it. Still, I don't want you to cry. Aww. Aww. Why would I cry? Aren't you happy? Aren't you glad you got the surgery? I see. Why was I always convinced that getting married would make you happiest? Children shouldn't focus on satisfying their parents. Yes, the dad is growing. Yes. See? It's not just parents that raise their children. Children also raise their parents. Yes, I know which parent you're talking about. Children shouldn't focus on satisfying their parents. Huh? But I always thought... Chuck Russell? Huh? It's old, but it's a good gun. Chuck Heavy. I don't have a gun permit. Nobody's looking. And it's not loaded. Chuck. Aww. Aww. Yeah, form's garbage. Then teach him! Teach him! You can show him your way, Dad. I'll get better. From here on out, I'll get better. Go hug your boy. Hug your boy. Eh, I'm sure you will. Why not ask the person themselves how they feel? That's what this book said to do. Oh, what do you want to ask? How to treat you, or the same as always is fine. I'm sure that won't do, and I don't know how to raise a boy. I mean... Okay, Chiaki is a fellow lefty. Yeah, man, David is such a lad for financing the stream. This manga is great. It is. How to raise a boy. Well, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, but there must be something you'd like me to do. Like, don't treat me like a girl, or I want to change my name. Things I want you to do. Yeah, there are two. Okay. Yeah, thank you, David. I agree. Okay. Wow, it's been 2 years. What have you been doing? Put Chiaki on, Takato. Okay. I thought you quit. Hurry up and show us the boobs. Let me do you. Hey, Takato. Oh, look at him! Look at those thighs, those juicy... Yo, he's beefy. I like that. But it's 2 years? 2 years have passed. Is the dad gone? Did the dad do chemo? I said don't read the comments. How many people? About 1,000. Now that's a comeback. That's a comeback. And it's not even, like, that's a cool comeback because there's a YouTuber that I watch, Philosophy Tube. What was it? Philosophy Tube? Hold on. Now I need to make sure. Come on, why is my internet so bad? Philosophy Tube. Come on. Yep. So, Philosophy Tube started out with a guy too. You'd think so. And then, like, months later, there's suddenly Abigail instead of Oliver. I think Oliver was the host before Oliver. And then months later, it's Abigail. And turns out Oliver has always been Abigail. And it's just that now Abigail is showing herself to the world. So that was a cool comeback. Abby is such a mommy. I love her. Same! Same! There's another YouTuber, trans philosophy YouTuber, I forgot. ContraPoints. I don't watch ContraPoints because their videos are not, like, ContraPoints, her videos are not my type. But Philosophy Tube, Abigail, she's awesome. And it's so cool watching the previous YouTube uploads with Oliver and Abigail now, and they're the same person, and it's so awesome to see Abigail now in every upload. I think the comeback of Philosophy Tube, this trans coming out story, that was so cool. That was a comeback I did not expect. It was awesome. It was really awesome when Oliver said goodbye, basically. And we finally got to know Abigail, the one that has been behind Philosophy Tube all the time. So I think Chiaki coming back without the boobs that these men are gonna lust after, and now collecting all the female viewers, I think that would be so cool. That would be such an awesome comeback. I just really love that type of stuff. How many people? About 1,000. Heh. Not many. Oh, but more are coming in. Huh? That's a dude. I'm out. Go put your tits on. What the fuck? What's that? I'll cut you all to pieces. Chiaki. Oh, look at the dad. Lost so much weight. But the dad is still alive. The dad has been doing chemo. Are you ready? Hurry up. Takato, hand over the camera. Aww. What's Takato doing now? Your dad's a twig, lol. Takato, why are you wearing a suit? Chiaki's so cool, right? Chiaki's a hunk. ContraPoint videos are so pretty though. I agree, yeah. I love her accent. Abigail is awesome, I know. The Sphere Hunter is a great trans YouTuber too. She's so cute. Man, I haven't heard of this YouTuber. Man, I wish I was present for that. I only discovered PT? What's PT? When it was hosted by Abby already. Oh, Philosophy 2. Abigail Foreign coming out story video on the second channel, Philosophy Tube Live. Where can I watch the Chainsaw Man you just reacted to? On my channel, I have playlists. You can watch it there. Did you get a dick? All the women want to know that one, huh? It's not exactly hard to get a dick for those acts, you know? Strap-ons are a thing, so... My titties. That's just gross. Then fucking leave, bitch. You a homo? I'd date you. Chatting publicly is Takato. Aww. I'd date you. Cute. I guess that works. Can you see me? Oh, he looks so cool. He's finally doing what he's always wanted to do. I'm in the market for a girlfriend. Finally, at the age of 28, my boy is gonna get himself a girl. He's finally gonna get laid. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting laid at a later age. I'm just really happy for him that finally he's gonna fuck a girl. Jackie, something's caught in the trap. To strip the flesh, the end. That was a good... There's a part 2, and we're gonna read it next time. That was a good read. I love it, and I'm so happy I have the physical copy. I love it. I love it. This was great. I'm so happy that the dad came around to it, that Takato threw away his worries. I want to see more of them. I love them. I love the dad. I love Takato. I love Chiaki. I want to see them happy and live the life that they want to live, both Takato and Chiaki. And, well, the dad has cancer, so there's nothing that I can wish for there, but... But hey, I'm so happy that the dad got to know his own son before he died. Yeah, it would have been a shame if the dad died without ever getting to know his own child. So that's a good thing. Yeah, that was super good. I hope it gets translated and localized. Once again, props for David for the great recommendation. Agreed. So this is it for today. I enjoyed myself. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. So thank you for coming, and I hope you have a nice day, evening, or night, wherever you are. And bye-bye.